Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovisvam Sathika Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamaya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sajatatam Sahagana Lagana Sangatam Sadevam Sadvetam Savadhutam Vaitana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhantamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopikakanta Radha Kanta Namostute Datta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sudevi Saramami Devi Vancha Kalpatargasya Kripa Sindhuve Paritamam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna. So today is a very special day. It's Ekadasi and it's an auspicious day since a brahmachari who joined the Vrindavan temple in 1985 is going to be taking sannyasa today. We are very grateful that sannyasi the Brahmina and to also bless it. And first of all, Mukundadatta Prabhu also gave the Mukundadatta Prabhu is agreed to the yajna. So Mukundadatta Prabhu is going to first to purify the sannyas candidate's clothes. He's going to change the clothes, and then there will be a lecture by the sannyasis present here, and then there will be a yajna. Okay.
Sanandadatta Pranamate Prasinto Vrindavanasmin Vattaratra Siddharatra Chakarta Kurukyasha Vipasim Yubhihevacha Padikanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Brahmadevaya Go Brahmanitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Главное опасность падения через саньяса. Старший преданный Гопакшида Сами. Ученик. Любите заниматься. И с 94 года знаю. Алиба!
So now the candidates should perform Achman, Sadhana Achman. Everyone take the spoon in the left hand and you put the water in the right hand and you say Om Keshvaya Namaha and then you sip the water. Purify your hand, purify the hand and then again you take 3 drops of water and you say Om Narayanaya Namaha. And then you sip. First you say the mantra and then you sip the water. Again you put 3 drops of water. You say Om Madhavaya Namaha. And now you repeat after me. Om Apavitra Avitrava Sarvavastam Tidopiva Kaksham Sa Abhyantara Suchi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanandasya Jnananjanashaya Chakshurmritasya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Lord Chaitanya took sannyas at the age of 24. And after taking sannyas, Lord Chaitanya proceeded towards Vrindavan, but actually ended up in a place known as Radha Desh. And in a very ecstatic mood, Lord Chaitanya chanted a verse. In a very ecstatic mood, Lord Chaitanya chanted a verse that was recited by a Brahmin, Avanti Brahmin, in the 11th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a very famous verse from 11th canto, chapter 23, text 57. And this verse and purport are read in every sannyasa initiation ceremony performed in this God. So Lord Chaitanya personally chanted this word, and so we can also chant. This is also presented in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Madhya section, chapter 3. Itam sastaya paramatma nishtam, vyachitam pravatve mahadavi, antarshami tarantaparam, tamo mukhamani nishivaya. So, the translation of this verse is as follows. As the Brahmana from Avanti Desha said, I have crossed over the insurmountable ocean of nasa by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. This was proved by the previous acharyas who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now there is a 2.5-page purport by Prabhupada, and some of it is very philosophical, but we'll read the entire purport because I was reviewing Prabhupada's lectures on sannyasa initiation, and in almost every sannyasa initiation that Prabhupada gave, he read or he had a disciple read the entire purport. So we were the same thing. In connection with this verse, which is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur says that of the 64 items required for rendering devotional service, acceptance of the symbolic marks of sannyas is a regulated principle. If one accepts the sannyas order, his main business is to devote his life completely to the service of Mukunda Krishna. If one does not completely devote his mind and body to the service of the Lord, he does not actually become a sannyasi. It is not simply a matter of changing dress. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, one who works devotedly for the satisfaction of Krishna is a sannyasi. The dress is not sannyas, but the attitude of service to Krishna is sannyas. The word Paramatma Nishta means being a devotee of Lord Krishna. Paramatma, the Supreme Person, is Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. Those who are completely dedicated to the lotus feet of Krishna in service are actually sannyasis. As a matter of formality, the devotee accepts the sannyas dress that previous acharyas did. He also accepts the 3 dandas. Later, Vishnu Swami considered that accepting the dress of a 3-dandi was Paramatma Nishtha. Therefore, sincere devotees add another danda, the Jiva danda, to the 3 existing dandas. The Vaishnava sannyasi is known as a 3-dandi sannyasi. The Mayavadi sannyasi accepts only 1 danda, not understanding the purpose of 3 danda. Later, many persons in the community of Shiva Swami gave up the Atma Nishtha of the Lord and followed the path of Shankaracharya. Instead of accepting 108 names, those in the Shiva Swami Sampradaya follow the path of Shankaracharya and accept the 10 names of sannyas. Although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the then existing order of sannyas, namely Ekadanda, he still recited this verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam about the 3-dandi sannyasi accepted by the Brahmana of Avantipur. Indirectly he declared that within the Ekadanda, 1 danda, 4 dandas existed as one. Accepting Ekadanda sannyas without Paramatma Nishtha, devotional service to Krishna, is not acceptable to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In addition, according to the exact regulator principle, one should add the Jiva danda to the 3 dandas. These 4 dandas, bound together as one, are symbolic of unalloyed devotional service to the Lord. Because the Ekadandi sannyasis of the Mayavadi school are not devoted to the service of Krishna, they try to merge into the Brahman effulgence, which is a marginal position between mature and spiritual existence. They accept this impersonal position and liberation. Mayavadi sannyasis, not knowing that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a Siddhanti, think of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as an Ekadandi sannyasi. This is due to their bewilderment. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is no such thing as an Ekadanda sannyasi. Indeed, the Tridandi sannyasi is accepted as a symbolic representation of the sannyas order. By citing this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order recommended in Srimad Bhagavatam. The Mayavadi sannyasis who are enamored of external energy of the Lord cannot understand the mind of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Today, all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, following in his footsteps, accept the sannyas order and keep the sacred thread and stuff of unshaved hair. The Ekadandi sannyasi of the Mayavadi school gave up the sacred thread and do not keep any tuft of hair. Therefore, they are unable to understand the purpose of Ekadandi sannyas, and as such, they are not inclined to dedicate their lives to the service of the Buddha. They simply think of merging into the existence of Brahman because of their disgust with ritual existence. The acharyas who advocate the Daiva Varnashram do not accept the proposition of Asura Varnashram, which maintains that the social order of Varna is indicated by birth. The most intimate devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, namely Gadadhar Pandit, accepted Sridhara Sannyas and also accepted Madhava Padar as a Sridhari Sannyasi disciple. It is said that from this Madhvacharya, the Sampradaya known in Western India as the Vallabhacharya Sampradaya has begun. Sri Gopal Madhakar Swami, who is known as the Smriti Acharya in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, later accepted the Sridhari Sannyas order from Sridharipada Prabodhanand Saraswati. So our candidate is Prabodhanand Saraswati Das, servant of the original Prabodhanand Saraswati. Although acceptance of Sridhara Sannyas is not directly mentioned in the Gaudiya Vaishnava literature, the first verse of Sri Rupa Goswami Dukdeshwar advocates that one should accept the Sridhara Sannyas order by controlling the six forces. Vacha Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udara Bhasta Vegam, Etan Vegam Obisha Heta Dhira, Sarvan Apimam Pritim Sasishya. One can control the forces of speech, mind, anger, belly, tongue and genitals, is known as the Goswami, and is competent to accept disciples all over the world. The followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never accepted the Mayavadi order of sannyas, and for this they cannot be blamed. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Sridhar Swami, who was a Tridandi Swami, but the Mayavadi sannyasi, not understanding Sridhar Swami, sometimes think that Sridhar Swami belongs to the Mayavada Ekadanda sannyas community. Actually, this is not the case. So this purport was written by Srila Prabhupada, and as we said earlier, Prabhupada would always have this purport read whenever he gave sannyas to his disciples. So this verse is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and this verse was chanted by Brahmana, and he says in this, that I shall cross through the insurmountable ocean of nescience by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. So this is essential for anyone pursuing spiritual life, but especially for a sannyasi. A sannyasi must have control over the body, mind and senses. As you read in the purport, the sannyas danda, which we are going to hand over to our sannyas candidate after all the sannyasis have blessed him with their talks, contains dandas that represent the self, the body, the mind and words. In other words, the sannyas candidate must have control over body, mind and words, and he must constantly use the body, mind and words in service to the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, Krishna explains that one should use the body in the service of the Brahmanas, spiritual master, practice cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, non-violence. Use the body constantly in service of the Lord. Then the tongue should be used to be truthful. We should speak words that are pleasing. We should speak words that are beneficial. We should not agitate others in our style of talking. And we should regularly recite Vedic literature. We regularly recite the holy name and Vedic literature. Then Krishna explains, to control the mind, one should be fully satisfied. One should practice simplicity, gravity, self-control, and there should be purification of one's existence. So the three danda that the sannyas candidate carries symbolizes the sannyasi's determination to control the body, mind, and speech, and to use the body, mind, and speech constantly in service of the Lord. Prabhupada has very nicely explained in the purport that sannyas is just not a change of dress, it's a change of mentality. And the true sannyasi is one who uses his body, mind and words constantly in service of the Lord. So the Brahmana from Avadi Desha is saying that I shall be able to cross over the insurmountable ocean of Nessa. I've been firmly fixed in service to the lotus feet of Krishna. So a sannyasi should be fully fixed in service to the Lord. The sannyasi should constantly travel and preach the message of the Lord. According to our Vedic explanation, there should be division of the society into varnas and ashramas. We have 4 ashramas: brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. It is not necessary that one has to first enter the grihastha ashram to be eligible to enter sannyas. One can also enter sannyas directly from the brahmachari ashram. And the sannyasi must constantly be engaged in service to the Lord. Prabhupada in one of the sannyasi lectures said that the sannyasi may be involved in collecting money, printing books, preaching, but the purpose, building temples, but the purpose of all this activity is exclusive devotion to Mukunda, the giver of liberation. Mukunda gives liberation, Mukunda gives the spiritual bliss. So when we engage in service to Mukunda, we become eligible for liberation and also eligible to obtain spiritual bliss. So we engage in devotional service to the Lord because this is the path shown by the previous acharyas. The previous acharyas also took sannyas, and Prabhupada cited some of them in the purport. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself took sannyas. At the young age of 24, he renounced so many facilities to take sannyas. Why? Because he wanted to preach and he had appeared to achieve a mission, which was to save the conditioned souls of Kali Yuga. So, sannyas ashram is necessary, but we need genuine sannyasis. And as Prabhupada says in the concluding lines of this purport, he quotes the famous verse from the Upanishad, Vacha Vegam, Manata Kola Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udara Pasta Vegam. So the sannyasi must have control of these different pushings. And the only way to control these different pushing or urges is by being engaged fully in devotional service to the Lord. Regardless of whether one is a brahmachari or grihastha or sannyasi, the true way, path by which we can overcome The inside ocean of Nessa is to constantly be engaged in devotional service to the Lord. And if you're constantly engaged in the devotional service to the Lord, you're going to succeed on this path. So very happy on this auspicious day of Ekadasi, in the auspicious Vrindavan Dham, in the presence of the Lordship Sri Krishna Balaram, Sri Gauratai, Radha Shamsundar Lalita Vishaka, Srila Prabhupada, we assemble sannyasis, we assemble Vaishnavas, the spiritual master, Agni. We brought sannyas to Prabodhanand Saraswati. Prabodhanand Saraswati joined the Vrindavan temple in 1984 or 85. I believe he's the first brahmachari from the Vrindavan temple who's ever taken sannyas, am I right? No, but someone who really joined and grew up in Vrindavan. Janananda Maharaj took sannyas last year, but Radharaman Maharaj, but I don't think Radharaman Maharaj was here non-stop for 20 years. Am I right, Maharaj? Maharaj joined, but he was traveling, but Prabodhanand Maharaj is, I think, was the first one who came through the Bhakta program, came through the Brahmacharya ashram, and we were residing in Vrindavan. So we hope that others will also follow their example and develop the determination to gradually get eligible to enter the sannyas ashram. I strongly feel our movement needs many more sannyasis to expand the preaching. There's such a heavy demand on the present sannyasis. And we hope that you'll constantly preach for Vrindavan Temple, the place where you took your spiritual birth. Lord Chaitanya's message. Lord Chaitanya wanted the sannyasis to preach. Prabhupada wanted the sannyasis to preach. And the sannyasi should not be scared about inconveniences. I was reading one of Prabhupada's sannyasi initiation lectures where he specifically emphasized that the sannyasi should be willing to face hardship, should be willing to face inconveniences. You know the hardship that Prabhupada had to undergo to establish his Krishna conscious movement in India and America. The following of the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, we should develop the determination to carry out the order of the previous acharyas and the spiritual master. It is a strong desire to see that Krishna consciousness expand. The millions and millions of people suffering in the material world. There are millions of people who are making plans to find happiness by material means. But the devotee knows that this is not going to be feasible. Therefore, the devotee endeavors to preach, to save humanity. As it was said, the devotee is Paramukhaduki. So we hope that Prabodhanand Saraswati will take this challenge and help spread Lord Chaitanya's movement everywhere. We'll be true sannyasi and keep expanding Prabhupada's movement. This will be Prabhupada the most. Prabhupada said, if you can even take one devotee back to Godhead, your entry back to Godhead is guaranteed. So Prabhupada really wanted us to preach, and the sannyasi should be exemplary in character. Lord Chaitanya said, a white dog, a black dog and a white sheep can be easily seen from a distance also. So Lord Chaitanya gave an example to show that a sannyasi's character should be spotless. So a sannyasi should be strict in his behavior, strict in associating with the opposite sex, and strict in following sadhana. Because if a sannyasi shows any flaws in his character, others will take advantage and say, look at this sannyasi. The Prabhupada wanted us to become genuine sannyasi. So we're very happy that so many senior Vaishnavas have come to bless Prabodhanand Saraswati. So at this point, I'll stop and let the other sannyasis and leaders who are present here also speak whatever they wish on this auspicious occasion. And after they all speak, we'll be happy to award the danda. So Prabodhanand has already changed the sannyas clothes, but he still hasn't received the danda. So, and the spirit sannyas name. So that will be given after all the senior Vaishnavas have also blessed the candidate. Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Thapatkamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnamasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaganatam Tam Sachitam Satvaitam Savadutam Janasaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Lalita Shri Vishakantansya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Jnanabandhu Jagapati Vishagopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Damaneshwari Rishabhan Sate Devi Pramani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. In 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in chapter number 13, the title Behavior of a Perfect Person, Narad Muni describes to Yudhishthira Maharaj the character of Sannyasa ashram. He said, a person able to cultivate spiritual knowledge should renounce all material connections, and merely keeping the body inhabitable, he should travel from one place to another, passing only one night in each month. In this way, without dependence in regard to the needs of the body, sannyasi should travel all over the world. And how he should exemplify himself in the external characteristics. He further says that a person in renounced of life may try to avoid even a dress to cover himself. If he wears anything at all, it should be only a loincloth. And when there is no necessity, the sannyasi should not even accept a danda. The sannyasi should avoid carrying anything but danda and kamunda, other bodies. A sannyasi, completely satisfied in the self, should live on arm's length from door to door, not being dependent on any person or any place. He should always be friendly, well-wisher to all living beings, and peaceful, unavoidable devotee of Narayana. And in this way, he should move from one place to another. The sannyasi should always try to see the Supreme pervading everything and see everything, including this universe, resting on the Supreme. During his unconscious or conscious state, and between the two, he should try to understand the self and be fully situated in the self. In this way, he should realize that the condition and limited state of life are only illusory and not actually factual. With such a higher understanding, he should see only the absolute truth pervading all and everything. Since the material body is sure to be vanquished and duration of one's life is not fixed, neither the death nor life is to be praised. Rather, one should observe the eternal time factor in which the living entity manifests himself and disappears. Literature that is a useless waste of time. In other words, literatures without spiritual benefit should be rejected. One should not become a professional teacher as a means of earning one's livelihood. Nor should one indulge in arguments and counter-arguments. Nor should one take shelter at any cause or faction. A sannyasi must not present a movement of material benefits to gather many disciples. Nor should he unnecessarily read many books or give discourses as a means of livelihood. He must never attempt to increase material opulence unnecessarily. A peaceful, equiposed person who is spiritually advanced in spiritual consciousness does not need to accept the symbol of a sannyasa, such a tridanda or kamandala. According to the necessity, he may sometimes accept those symbols and sometimes reject them. Although a saintly person may not expose himself to the vision of human society, by his behavior, his purpose is disclosed. To human society, he should present himself like a restless child, and although he is the greatest thoughtful orator, he should present himself like a dumb man. So, these are the instructions of an ideal sannyasi who is progressing in the spiritual pursuit for the original purpose that he takes sannyas. The word sannyas, satnyas, for the purpose of eternal, he connects himself to the Supreme Personality of God. Nyasa means to connect. He organizes himself. He puts himself into a very disciplined way that he has a fixed target, and the target is going back to God and nowhere else. So Sat is the position which is eternal, and therefore he can act in such a way that his internal position remains intact while his external behavior, according to time, place, circumstances and the need, just like the preaching need, we have to accept the tridanda. If we are situated internally, there is no necessity. So there is a lot of flexibility in order to serve the purpose for which sannyas is taken in the first place. So the idea is that he should act externally as an ideal character, as a crown jewel of all the four ashrams and the spiritual orders. At the same time, he should remain self-realized, whether in consciousness or unconsciousness or in between. The idea is that he should be 24 hours engaged in service of Krishna. Even his thinking becomes service. His feeling will become service. His speaking or acting will be also becoming service. So in this way, the perfection of the human form of life will be achieved in this sacred order of sannyas. And that is why it is considered to be the crown jewel of Varnashram. So, I wish Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu will take all the instructions regarding the sannyas very seriously and be successful, an ideal example for others to follow, and he will save himself not only, but he will also be able to save so many souls at the same time. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Sukhaya Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Nirvastation Sunyam Ashtakarishitari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. very joyous occasion. There are also initiations, first and second today, but especially we are here to commemorate, celebrate the glorious event, a wonderful devotee accepting his wonderful responsibility in Srila Prabhupada's family. We've known Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu for about 20 years, staying in the Brahmacharya ashram here many times in Vrindavan. We see his great determination, his steadiness, his control of his senses, his study, his learning, his knowledge of the Shastra, his application, his preaching, so many wonderful qualities. And today we hope that his accepting this order of sannyas will bring all these qualities to even more fructified state, to share them more and more with all the other jivas, living entities, devotees. Today he's accepting the danda. Sometimes we say today he's receiving his BMW. We're taking a sannyas, but we're getting a BMW for the first time in our life. B, body, M, mind, W, words. Body, mind, and words dedicated in the service of Guru and Granth. Today he's receiving this very valuable thing, and on this journey of sannyas, different ashrams are there to facilitate our journey. Actually, Srila Prabhupada said, every one of us here now must accept sannyas. Are you ready?
Yes.
They're all ready, Maharaj. Yes, they're also ready. Women's. That's right. This is the point. The point is, as we've just heard, both of our esteemed sannyas godbrothers, senior godbrothers, that real sannyas is not a change of dress. It is the heart. It is the condition of the heart. Nashta kama palam karyam kama karutiya sanyasi ki yogicha niragni na chakriya. Statement of Krishna in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This is for every one of us. This is our goal. It's not a status symbol. It is not some promotion. It is not a position where we can get all the maha, where we can get people bowing down to us. Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. No, that's the opposite of sannyas. Sannyas means complete humility. Sannyas order means complete service to others. We are the master of none. Sannyasi means he's master of nobody. Only his own senses. He's the servant of everybody. Every member of society is his master. Our business is to serve them all, to give our very existence, to elevate them, to bring others to Krishna consciousness. This is sannyas. He sees himself as an instrument, simply an instrument of the pleasure of his Guru to spread Krishna consciousness. He doesn't expect anything, he respects. He doesn't demand, he depends. This is sannyasi. So everybody can develop this mentality of service to others, giving up the desire, what's in it for me. This is a diseased mentality. What am I getting out of ISKCON? What am I getting out of chanting? What am I getting out of it? We should get out of that mentality. Sannyas means we are not depending or expecting on anything of this world. This is the order which we're all aiming at. No baggage. Now when one actually accepts this order of sannyas, there's another aspect. Sometimes we go on aeroplanes, you have a 20 kg baggage allowance. If you're from America, you're a little bit luckier. You get more. But most of us only have one bag, a handbag, 6 kgs, 8 kgs. pain. Well, in the sannyas order, there's no checking baggage. Get rid of it all inside. No other agendas. Finish. Only one agenda, as Maharajas have been saying. 100% dedicated service, but renunciation, fixed service at the lotus feet of the Lord. Preaching especially, Prabhupada said, we want so many sannyasis. So many, the world is in a terrible condition. We're suffering in ISKCON, devotees are suffering. For the speak of the world, people are in drunken ignorance. It's the duty of the sannyasis compassionately relieve them of their distressful condition. Let go of all other ambitions. This is freedom. This is actual peace. This is actual happiness without asking. To give that to others. So today we have this wonderful event, and we hope that everyone here will bless Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu, that he can become a very pleasing servant of the servant of the servant, servant, servant. And assist Srila Prabhupada and his Guru Maharaj and all of the members of ISKCON to spread Krishna consciousness and to be an exemplary example of a sannyasi within our movement. And we hope that many others will also follow in the wake and also take this great responsibility. Every ashram is important. Both genders are important. We all can do our part. The sannyasis especially have a great responsibility in this world today to see that Prabhupada's will is actually fulfilled. Srila Prabhupada ki jai! Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu. Prabhu for the last time maybe. Now he's no longer Prabhu, now he's a servant. No longer the master, now servant. Ki jai! Go Premanande! Hari Bol!
Hare Krishna. Magyana Turanandasya, Yana Janatravakayam, Chakshulinitil Nidapasam, Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanya Manovistam, Patatam Jena Bhutale, Swayam Bhakiramayam Dadati Swarapadantikam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Hare Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This danda contains 33 million demigods inside. The danda contains 4 sticks, like the His Prabodhanand Swami was explaining. One is short. The shortest of all of them is the jiva. The remaining 3 is the 3 super souls. Karadaka Sai Vishnu, Kabadaka Sai Vishnu, and Shridaka Sai Vishnu. And also the 3 represent the body, our mind, our words to be dedicated to Srimati Radharani. So sannyasi is a servant of Srimati Radharani. That is the real purpose of taking to sannyas order is to be a servant of Srimati Radharani, to serve her. But just because you want to preach, preaching is external, it is external duty. The real essence of taking sannyasi is to dedicate the whole of our life to the service of Srimati Radharani. So sannyasi is carrying these personalities. His duty is to distribute the message of Srimati Radharani, the love of Srimati Radharani, and to dispute this must have the ability, the quality. What is the qualification of the sannyasi? Like on the 11th country, the base Maharaj was reading, Abhanti Brahmana. He was a selfless, renounced devotee. Selfless. Selfless means he has given himself to others. Sannyasi. Servant. He's not for himself. It means a sannyasi cannot do his personal ideas, his personal desires anymore. His desire, or he's now living for others, not for himself. Living for others. His sannyasi should not be self-centered person. It should be a compassionate soul, full of love and the desire to help others. That is why he travels everywhere to deliver the human society from the danger of material existence. Sabbathi Brahmana, when he goes to bake his food, people will look at him. This man is very lazy. He cannot work. Therefore, he is pretending to be a sannyasi so he can beg for his living. The Brahmana accepted all this without grudge, without hatred, without anger, without complaining. When he gets something to eat, when he ceases to eat, children will come and pass rain on his food. Some will spat on the food. Abhanti Brahmana will accept order without complaint, without grudge, without hatred for anyone. When he sit down to a child, the Christian man tried to come and take his beads away from him. And they promised to return it, but they would not return it back. He tolerated and accepted all this. Meaning that the sannyasi is to be very tolerant, is to be fearless. A few days before I took sannyas, one very senior devotee came to me. And he said, "Why you want to take sannyasi? So many sannyasis are falling down." I said, if we think that there are so many quack doctors, I am now sick, I shouldn't go to any doctor because there are so many quacks. You will die with your sickness. Is it not true? If you see, you are traveling and there are so many accidents on the road, if you stop traveling, you are a fool, you never get to your destination. Is it not true? So if so many sannyasis are falling down and you are afraid to take sannyasi, you are a fool, you never get back to Godhead. You remain here in the material world. The question is not because so many people are falling down. The question, what is his mind, which is not mentioning that he's afraid. A sannyasi should be fearless. One who is taking shelter of the Krishna should be fearless, should depend only on Krishna. If we have full dependence on Krishna, there is no question of fear. That is not a sannyasa. We have to preach Krishna consciousness to carry this message. So we need so many preachers because today the society have no head. And because there is no head, the society is going down to hell. Everywhere civilization is taking everyone down. Civilization is not taking anyone up. Sannyas duty is that he is the head of the society and he has to lead others. The Godhead is the head. Therefore there is a need for so many sannyasis. We need sannyasis. Don't be afraid of falling down. You should take a challenge, a risk, and take the message of God everywhere, fearlessly. For one who is so dedicated and sacrificing his or her life for the service of Srimati Radharani, there is nothing to fear, there is nothing to worry about. we should take full shelter of Krishna. And that will help us to spread the message. Therefore, we're carrying this message. We should be humble, be the caretaker of everyone, and preach Christian consciousness. You'll be successful over the world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Today, Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu taking sannyas, accepting sannyas, and other devotees also. They are not sannyas, but they are taking initiation, first initiation, second initiation. But somehow or other, it seems that all the speakers praise Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu and talk about sannyas. Sannyasi and sannyas. And in the beginning, when Gopal Maharaj was speaking and reading the purport of a very celebrated, famous verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and also it is quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita where Srila Prabhupada has written elaborate purport. So I will say something about that verse also. Meantime, Bhakti Dev Govind Maharaj was talking about why one should take sannyas. So that reminded me of another verse. Many places in scriptures, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has quoted that verse. Something in this age of Kali we should not do. And in that list, unfortunately, sannyas is also there. Ashwamedham gavalambham sannyasam palpaidikam devarena sutotpatti kalau pancha vivarje. How comes that sannyas, taking sannyas is justified, which Shastra says that we should not do? So, Bhakti Dev Govind Maharaj was talking, purpose of taking sannyas is that dedicate 100% all our energy, intelligence in the service of Krishna, service of Mukunda. And that verse originally recited by the Brahman of Ujjain, Avanti. And again when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas at that time, we don't know for what reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was uttering, reciting this verse. Etam ashtaya paratmanistha nistham adhyasitam purvatamay maharsihi. And the very instructing line, aham tarishyami duranta param kama mukunda sevaya eva. Brahmana of Avanti Brahman, unfortunately we don't know his name. For that reason we know that he was from Ujjain, so we say Avanti Brahman. So he said, aham tarishyami, I will cross over Duranta Param. It is very difficult to go beyond, cross this material existence, but I will be able to. I have 100% confidence. All honesty, all sincerity and my command, I will use all my effort. For what? Because I will serve the lotus feet of Mukunda Krishna, and simply by that qualification I will be able to cross over material existence. So when Brahmana Avanti Ujjain, he was talking about his determination. Same time he is also talking about qualification of a sannyasi. or any person who is going to take renounced order of life, or who is going to take a spiritual life, this is his qualification. That's like aham tarishyami, the Sanskrit word aham, I, tarishyami, cross over, durantaparam, otherwise insurmountable, it is very difficult word, as the existence of material existence. What qualification? Mukunda Sevaya Eva. Only by Mukunda Seva. So, anybody who takes sannyas, or any person who wants any spiritual progress, they want to cross over this existence of material existence and ignorance of material existence, he should make this determination that I will serve. I will dedicate my life, all my energy in the service of Lord, and I will be able to enter in the kingdom of Lord. इस श्लोक में मैं थोड़ा हिंदी, बहुत लोग हिंदी अंग्रेजी नहीं जानते होंगे, थोड़ा सा इसको कहता हूँ। अवंती के जो ब्राह्मण थे तो उन्होंने श्लोक कहा है, वो कहते हैं कि मैं अहम तरिष्यामि, मैं पार कर जाऊंगा भौतिक एग्जिस्टेंस को, माया को। आप कैसे पार कर जाएंगे? क्या आप में योग्यता आ गई है? तो मैं एक काम करूंगा। वह क्या काम करेंगे? मुकुंद सेवा, मुकुंद के, कृष्ण के चरणों की मैं सेवा करूंगा, और मैं कुछ नहीं करने जा रहा हूँ। एडिशनल चीज हमें जरूरत नहीं, मैं केवल और केवल मुकुंद की सेवा करूंगा, और उस सेवा के प्रभाव से मैं इस भौतिक जगत के द्वंद्वों को, संस्कृति के दुखों को पार करके भगवान मुक्त हो जाऊंगा, भगवान के धाम में चला जाऊंगा। वहाँ पर जो शब्द उजीव जाए, मुकुंद, मुकुंद मीनिंग ऑफ मुकुंद, वन हु अवार्ड्स मुक्ति, लिबरेशन। Here in this verse, Krishna's name is Mukunda, who awards मुक्ति। तो मेरा सौभाग्य रहा है, बहुत बार बाजू बाजू में रहते हैं, साथ रहते हैं, कम से कम 20 वर्षों से एसोसिएशन है। और ये सज्जनानंद महाराज कह रहे थे शायद अंतिम बार है कि हम कहेंगे कि प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती प्रभु, पहले के विषय में तो हमें पता नहीं है, लेकिन प्रभु शायद काटना ही पड़ेगा, तो नहीं कह सकते। तो मेरा सौभाग्य है प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती प्रभु के साथ में बार बार रहने का, एक साथ खाने का, टेबलिंग करने का, रूम में। इनमें अद्भुत क्षमता है। और जिन सन्यासी क्वालिफिकेशन की हम लोग बात कहते हैं, तो ये आपको ऑलरेडी इनमें पहले से ही वर्तमान है। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सन्यास ले लेंगे तो सन्यासी हो जाएंगे, वो पूर्व से ही आज एक औपचारिकता है, फॉर्मेलिटी है, वो पूरी हो जाएगी। अदरवाइज सन्यास के जितनी योग्यताएं, अपेक्षित योग्यताएं हैं, तो उनके जीवन में वह पूर्व से ही है। भगवान की सेवा में लगे हैं वर्षों से, प्रचार में भी करते ही हैं। कभी आप लोग जानते हैं शरीर उतना स्वस्थ नहीं होते भी मैराथन में बस लेकर सर्दियों में निकल जाते हैं, और बढ़िया से प्रभुपाद जी के भगवान श्री कृष्ण कृष्ण भावना का प्रचार करते हैं। तो इस अवसर पर आई डोंट थिंक I deserve to bless him, परंतु इस अवसर पर एक बात मैं करूँ, उनका मैं स्वागत से संन्यास संप्रदाय में करता। तो मैं पहले संन्यास लिया था। संन्यास लेने के बाद हमसे जयदत्त महाराज से मुलाकात हुई प्रथम बार। तो सरल औपचारिकता है, प्रणाम करने के बाद मैं खड़ा हुआ, तो महाराज हमको गले लगाए। उन्होंने कहा कि वेलकम टू संन्यास क्लब। प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती प्रभु ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ ऑल सन्यासी, स्थान सन्यासी प्रेजेंट किया। वेलकम प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती प्रभु, वेलकम टू संन्यास क्लब। हरे कृष्णा।
Sri Chaitanya Visam Stapitam Yena Sayam Bhaktaramaya Dadati Sarvate Adadanas Punastam Daivam Yate Gunakam Srimad Rupa Padam Visyam Jantarani Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We're all gathered here on this very auspicious day. First Ekadasi of this month of Chaitra. And we're gathered here in the courtyard of Sri Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir in the holy town of Sri Vrindavan. It is a very beautiful temple established by Sri Prabhupada. And our very, very old friend, actually, Maharaj pointed out that Mahaprabhu took sannyasa at 24. So actually, Prabodhananda, he joined here 24 years ago. He said Maharaj said that was his birth, but he's also 24 years old today. And also taking sannyasa here in this very wonderful place, Sri Vrindavan, down in the Krishna Balaram Mandir. So this is not a very ordinary thing. It's a very, very special place to take sannyasa. So therefore, we're expecting very, very special service from him. He's got such a wonderful opportunity here to take sannyasa in this very special place. This is not ordinary. So we're also expecting very special things from him. We've known him for 24 years. He's completely renounced. He's very learned. He knows scriptures backwards, forwards. He loves to distribute Prabhupada's books. Yeah. So we're very, very happy today that he will accept this danda. And as I said, we're all expecting wonderful results for him for his taking sannyasa in this very wonderful place, Sri Vrindavan, in front of him, at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Gornitai Krishna Balaram, Sri Sri Radhashami Chandra, and so forth. Sri Prabodhanand Prabhu Ki Deva Veda Prabhu.
Vrindavan is a place of renunciation. Vrindavan is not a place of sense gratification. Vrindavan is the place where the 6 Goswamis resided. Vrindavan is a place which is full of the indications of the spiritual prowess and the renunciation of the 6 Goswamis and their associates and followers. If it was not for the 6 Goswamis, Vrindavan would not be what it is today. Srila Prabhupada has left behind many instructions on what he wanted his devotees to be like, especially in Vrindavan, and particularly with reference to Krishna Balaram Mandir. And he said that he wanted at least 25 Goswamis here. He said this is how this Krishna Balaram Mandir should be. So we have made some small beginning, and we are very happy that Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu has formally become a Goswami. I use the word formally because one cannot accept a sannyas order unless one is already a Goswami in spirit and by habit and by behavior. Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu has always been exemplary in his brahmachari life. He has very strong sadhana, quite renounced, very simple in his lifestyle. He has enthusiasm for preaching, book distribution, bearing many inconveniences, especially on the road. And it is a matter of great happiness and pride for us in the Krishna Balaram Mandir Brahmachari Ashram that now we have one more sannyasi living here full time. We already have Radha Raman Maharaj here, and in the next room to give him company now we will have another Goswami, another sannyasi. So it is an occasion of great joy for all of us. And I pray to Sri Sri Krishna Balaram, Sri Sri Radha Sundar, Sri Sri Gauritai, Sri Prabhupada, and all the assembled devotees that he may be empowered to do much wonderful preaching service for the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being based in Sri Vrindavan Dham and Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir. We pray that wherever he may travel, wherever his service takes him, he may go, but he may always keep Krishna Balaram Mandir as his base. And we will be always seeking his association. And it is always his home. So with these words, I would like to offer our happiness on this wonderful occasion. Prabodhanand Saraswati Prabhu ki jai. Gaudevanande.
So now, we formally hand over the Vedanta that you heard about in our talk earlier to Prabodhanand Saraswati. Understand that and also be blessed by all the senior devotees. The spiritual name will be Prabodhanand Saraswati Swami. So you're very fortunate that so many senior devotees came here on this auspicious occasion to bless you. So we hope that you will live up to the wonderful advice you got from all the senior devotees and push Prabhupada movement. Saraswati Swami Maharaj. So we have one candidate here for Purification from the
Om Sasno Durita Sasno Chattanta Sasno Vasari Chattatu Sasno Narayana Rola Sasno Vadamala Prashattatu Sasno Vishakshana Vishesha Sasno Vishakshana Sasno Vayatri Sasno Sasno Krishna Maya Sarvata Sasya Samam Padayata Sarvakasha Sarvignaganashana Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatale Shatarine Svaha Namo Amirya Svaha Om Shukriya Svaha Om Kundarataya Svaha Om Dhanyaya Svaha Om Mangalaya Svaha. पुनः होती हो रहा है। इसके बाद की परिक्रमा के बाद नामांतर के साथ और सिर्फ वाणी के बाद ये परिक्रमा और 3 बार कम से कम नामांतर के साथ। हरे कृष्ण